guys, today I have for you a very important video. This might be my most important video to date. Today we have crucial anal douching reminders for every bottom on this planet. I get so many questions every single day about anal douching, and honestly, they're all questions that I've asked myself over the years of being a bottom. I got all of my answers through trial and error and through just doing it, just douching over the years, twice a week. And you know, I've made my fair share of mistakes and I've had to face certain consequences, certain butt consequences that were not fun to go through. And so that's why I'm making this video, so that you don't have to go through like really traumatic butt things just to like learn a lesson about cleaning your butt for the vitamin D for sex. And so that's why I'm gonna shut the hell up and just tell you some crucial anal douching reminders right now. Before I get started, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Please also check out the links below for my full bottoming course. I do have an explicit anal douching tutorial on there. Last but not least, check out my premium douche kits also at the links below. The first reminder that I have for you is to always poop before you douche your butt. You might be thinking, oh, Kevin, wouldn't my poop pebbles just come out with the water when I'm douching? Yes, but you want to clean out the natural way first. Pooping before you douche will just make your experience a lot more clean, a lot more fast, and a lot more easy. So please do it. While we're talking about poop, please don't forget to never ever douche if you're feeling constipated and if you know that there are hard poops stuck in your butt. There was this one time, this lovely time a couple years ago when I was feeling constipated for an entire week because I was not eating enough fiber. And then this hot guy texted me and he was like, come over. And I was like, all right. So I went to the toilet, tried to poop, did not work because I was constipated and I felt literally like hard chunks of poop in my butt. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just douche to get those hard chunks of poop out. And guess what, babe? Not only did I cut myself with the enema bulb tip, but I literally cut my butt via the hard poops in my rectum. Those hard poops, because they were moving around with the water, they ended up making my butt feel really, really bad. And I ended up not being able to douche that day. I was dumb, so I still went to go see him and I still tried to bang, and I ended up bleeding out of my butt and onto the toilet for about 3 days, and I had to go to the doctors, and it was just a really bad experience. So let's avoid all of this. Poop before you douche, and don't douche if you feel constipated with hard poops in your rectum, okay? There's this like misconception in the bottoming world where people are like,
oh, like if you're a bottom, like you can't have coffee because that's gonna make you poop and that's gonna make you feel dirty.
Those people are actually wrong, because if you need to poop before you douche, why not consume a drink that will make you poop naturally and cleanly? It's kind of like a natural laxative. You know how people are like, oh, eat lots of fiber if you're a bottom because that helps you poop like regularly? That's how coffee is. So if you like coffee, you can still have it because it will make you poop, and you need to poop before you douche anyway. So don't avoid it, babe. Okay, the second reminder that I have for you is you'll still be clean even if you douched hours before. A lot of people ask me like via email and like Instagram DM like, hey Kevin, if I douche at like 6 p.m. and then I eat dinner at like 7 p.m. and then I bang at like 9 p.m., will I still be clean? Like, will my douching just go to waste because I wasted like 3 hours? The answer is no. As long as you douche like what, at most 5 hours before you have sex, you will probably most likely still be clean. What I used to do all the time was I would douche at about 6 p.m. and then I would drive to LA to go see the dude, and we would have dinner and have drinks and all that stuff between like literally from 7 to 10. And then we wouldn't even start having sex until probably midnight because like foreplay and like we'd watch a movie and stuff like that. And that's like a whole 5-6 hours of, you know, not douching. And guess what? I was clean every single time. So don't worry about like re-douching. As long as you douched at most like 5 hours before you actually have sex, you will probably be clean. Also, you don't need to starve yourself from the moment after you douche until you have sex. That dinner that you just ate will probably not be digested and like pooped out of your system until the next day. That's just like how food works. So don't worry about that. You do have to worry about consuming foods and beverages that like will make you feel bloated and like shart uncomfortably. Like for example, if I drink a whole glass of milk that's not like lactose free, like if I drink a whole glass of cow milk, I will be farting on the toilet for like the next 3 hours, and that will not make me feel good. So just, you know, if you're allergic or if you have, you know, certain foods that will make you feel that way, definitely don't consume that. But other than that, you're good to go, babe. You can eat, you can enjoy your night, you don't have to starve. You'll still be clean after hours of douching. What I like to do as like a final test is during foreplay, when I use a butt plug to loosen me up right before the bang, I would douche one last time before I put in the butt plug to make sure that there's no like poop chunks coming out on the toilet. Most of the time, 99% of the time, I won't have that happen. But the ultimate final test is actually when I take out the butt plug right before I have sex. If that butt plug has no streaks of brown on it, that means I'm perfectly clean. So just let that be the final test before you take the cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay, reminder number 3 is you don't need to starve during the day just to be clean at night. You need to douche no matter what. Your butt will stay dirty no matter how little you eat that day. Let's play with this theory, and let's say you do starve during the day to be clean, and then you like get ready to bang. Newsflash, your butt will still be dirty no matter how little you eat that day. Like I said, you're still gonna have to douche regardless. So eat. It won't hurt you. Okay, reminder number 4 is to always lube up the tip of your enema bulb. For reference, this is the tip. Always put some lube on it before you insert it in your butt and before you squirt the water in. Now, with the enema bulbs that I have in my premium douche kits, you don't necessarily need to because these tips are extra bendable and extra soft. That's just because the premium douche kits are really, really good. But for any other enema bulb, and even with the good enema bulbs, you should always put some lube on this tip right here. Enema bulb tips aren't like comfortable to the touch. Your butt isn't gonna be happy having a foreign object in it. At least with the vitamin D, like if it's a D word, at least that's soft. You know what I mean? At least with the butt plug, that's silicone, that's soft. If it's your finger, that's soft, it's skin. This is hard plastic. It's not gonna feel good going into your butt. Not lubing up the enema bulb tip was actually one of the reasons why I bled a couple years ago, like I said earlier. So lube up the tip before putting it in your butt. Trust me, your butt will thank you tremendously. It just makes the entrance process a lot more smooth and a lot just better in general, so do it. Reminder number 5 is to not douche too much. 3 to 5 rounds are enough. You'll probably be super clean by then. Maybe do like one final test during foreplay before you put in the butt plug to be safe, but don't go past like 6 total rounds of douching in one night. The reason why I say not to over douche is because if you douche too much, you could actually make your butt sore, and when your butt is sore, you won't enjoy the sex as much. The vitamin D, the cock-a-doodle-doo, the rooster will feel a lot more, it just could be more painful if you're sore, you know? And we wanna reduce pain, we don't want pain. So try not to overdouche. I get it, like we're all stressed about like pooping on our partner's D words, who isn't? But if the toilet bowl is clear, which it will be after 5 rounds, don't overdo it. You're fine, try to relax. Listen to some music. We're clean, okay? Reminder number 6, don't put in too much water when you douche. Okay, if you're using a premium douche kit, this enema bulb in my kits, one big squeeze of this is enough. This is like the perfect amount to put in your butt in one given session. If you're still using an enema bulb like this one, don't put the entire thing in. That won't be good for your butt, and I will get to that in a bit. Only put in like at most half of this bulb, okay? The reason why is because when you anal douche, you really only want to clean out your rectum, and you don't need that much water to clean out the poop in your rectum. If water travels past the rectum and it hits the sigmoid colon, you could trigger other poops up there that did not need to be bothered in the first place. Poops that would not have bothered you, poops that wouldn't have come out unless he has like a 15-inch D word. There was this one time when I was so anxious about being clean that even though the toilet bowl was literally crystal clear, I continued to douche and I put in literally all of this, multiple rounds at a time. And what happened was, after round 6, the water that I was pooping out was crystal clear, was clean. Not a single drop of poop on it. But on the 7th round, I put in the entire contents of the bulb, and then I felt literally a landslide / avalanche of liquid poops that smelled so crazy. It smelled like not my regular poops. It smelled like something within my stomach. All of that was coming out. Literally so much of it was coming out. It literally felt like the Niagara Falls, but like poop version. Niagara Falls, in parentheses, Kevin's poops version. And it was just not cute, and I ended up having to clean out for the next literally like 2 hours because at that point I had to do a full cleanse of my colons. And like, who the hell wants that? Like, why would you want to do a full cleanse of your colons if you're only going to be using your rectum? So guys, please just don't put in too much water. Again, one big squeeze of this is enough. Don't go past half of this. If you're using a plastic water bottle, do not go past half of that water bottle. Like half of a 500 milliliter water bottle. Okay, reminder number 7 is regarding the anal douche farts that we get when we accidentally squirt air into our butts instead of water. I'm sure we all know how that sounds and feels. It's like, and it's super uncomfortable. If you're using this enema bulb, what you want to do to avoid anal douche farts and squeezing air into your butt is actually very, very simple. The first thing you have to do is fill up the enema bulb all the way. We don't want to have any spaces for air because like if you don't fill it up all the way, first of all, you have to squeeze extra just to get the water up here and then into your butt. Second of all, if it's not filled up all the way, what do you think the remainder is? It's literally air. So let's eliminate the air. Once this is filled up all the way, all you have to do is get rid of the air that lives in this section, right? So what you want to do before putting this in your butt is you want to give it a squeeze until you see some water come out and then hold that squeeze so that it's only water up here. There's no more air, it's just water here. Then you put it in your butt and then you continue squeezing and it's just gonna be water at that point. So that's what you do to avoid anal douche farts and squeezing air into your butt with this enema bulb. With the enema bulb in my premium douche kits, it's actually a lot more easy because this enema pulls water from the bottom of the bulb with this dip straw. So that means no matter how filled up it is, it's gravity, babe. So the water's always gonna be in the bottom and it's always gonna be pulled from the bottom. So it's never gonna squirt air into your butt because it's always gonna be pulling water from the bottom. So with this one, you don't really have to worry about it. It's always gonna put water into your butt. Reminder number 8 is to unclench your butthole when you're putting the tip in your butt. You wanna open up your butt muscle so that the tip can actually go in. Otherwise, it'll act like a wall and you won't be squirting water anywhere because it'll be like a wall and then the water's gonna leak down your thighs. So open up your butt muscles to let the tip in. Open up to let the tip in. You can unclench by telling your mind that you're pooping. That's the only way to open up my butt muscles for me. I'm like, okay, I'm pooping, and then that's how you open up your butt muscles. And then once it's in, once you can feel it go in your butt, clench your butthole. If you leave the butt open and you squirt water in, like I said, it's gonna leak down your thighs and it's not gonna be fun. You have to secure the tip in place by closing your butt. Trust me, you'll know how this feels like when you actually do it. So basically, when the tip is going in, unclench your hole. So like, I'm pooping, and then open up your butt muscles. And then, right before you squirt the water in, close your butthole, clench it up, and then squeeze the bulb. This is literally the only way you can avoid wasting the water. In the past, when I would douche and not do this, the water would just leak down my thighs and it would be so annoying because I'm like, why isn't the water going in? This is why. So just keep that in mind. Okay, reminder number 9. There are going to be people in life that say,
oh, douching is actually really bad for you because it promotes HIV, because it gets rid of the healthy bacteria that lives in your butt, and like, that's so bad, why would you do it?
Let's clear the air, okay? Bottoming, having receptive anal sex, is the #1 most sexually risky way of getting and spreading an STD, regardless of douching. It's always gonna be the most risky if you don't use a condom and if you're constantly getting bread. So douching and getting rid of the healthy bacteria, yes, that's important, but that's not the sole reason why you would get HIV as a bottom if you do. It's risky regardless. And in my opinion, douching a little bit and not overdoing it once in a while is actually good for you because you can actually enjoy the sex and because you'll know that you'll be clean and it won't hurt because there's no poop chunk stuck in your butt. If you don't douche and you have sex, 1, you won't enjoy it because you'll be dirty. 2, there's poop chunks in your butt, so like, it'll hurt. So don't listen to those people. As long as you don't overdo it, you'll be fine. Douching isn't a crime, and there's a way to do it properly, okay? Reminder number 10. If you're ever stranded in the middle of somewhere and you're not, within access of your douching supplies, you can always go to CVS and get a Fleet Saline Enema to douche. This is how the box looks, and this is how the inside of it looks. This is how the container looks. What you have to remember though is you're only using the container. Don't use the saline solution that's in this container because this is a laxative and this will make you want to go poop really badly. Just don't take a laxative unless you need to, unless your doctor tells you to do it. One time I used this solution after I pooped, thinking that it would make me clean, and I was like, also I didn't have my douching stuff at the time, and I literally, instead of being clean for the D, I ended up farting poop that didn't even exist in the first place in the restroom of this very hot dude's place, his apartment. And it was very loud, and I was like, And like literally I had poops before this, so like I don't even know where the hell the poop came from, but it just was not the vibe. So if you're ever in a position where you're using the Fleet Saline Enema, dump out the contents, replace it with lukewarm water, and then douche. And don't forget to rinse that shit, because if you get a drop of that laxative in your system, you are not gonna feel good. You will get hella cramps. Like I got such bad like cramps in my abs and in my butt just from using that saline solution. So like, please just remove the solution, rinse it out, and use lukewarm water instead, please. Okay, reminder number 11, I don't have enough fingers, but if you're using a water bottle, a plastic water bottle to douche because you're stranded and you don't wanna, you know, get a flea, or you have no sex shop around and you have no douching supplies, there is a way to douche with a water bottle. Let me get a bottle. I have a full tutorial on this on a different video, but basically the reminder that I have for you is literally when you douche with a water bottle, fill this up all the way. Like I said, you don't want any air here. It's gonna be harder to squeeze into your butt, especially with an inconvenient vessel like this. Fill up the water all the way. Then make sure that every part of this rim is pressed tightly around and against your butthole. We don't want any open spaces because the water will leak out. So make sure it's pressed firmly. And then when you do squeeze the bottle and put water in your butt, don't go past half. Just listen to me, okay? That's the reminder for the water bottle. Okay, your last and final reminder, reminder number 12, is to always clean your enema bulb with warm water and soap after you use it. I used to not do this, and I used to like leave the water in my bulb, and it would dirty my backpacks, it would dirty my car, and it's just not the vibe. So let's practice like cleaning it and then like dumping out all the water after use. For these enemas that I don't use anymore, I know the hole is small, but you could, you know, put some soap in here and then like put some warm water in the bulb, and then you can squeeze, keep squeezing it like to come out of this hole. I know it's really small, but like that's the only way to do it, is to put like warm water and soap and then keep squeezing it and then like rubbing a little bit on the outside. There's no way to put like to actually clean the inside unless you use like a straw cleaner, but like I don't use that. That's the best way to do it for that one in my opinion. And for the enema bulbs in my premium douche kits, these holes are actually really big. As you can see, that's what she said. And so it's really easy to clean it, but same thing, warm water and soap, keep squeezing it, all that stuff, and you know, rub the big hole around, because that's bacteria will probably grow and there's probably gonna be poop stuck on the tip. Let's just clean up, okay? Okay, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Those are my crucial anal douching reminders for all my bottoms out there. I tried to make this kind of like concise and fast, but I know I talk a lot, so I hope you guys understood everything that I said. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you have any comments. I would love to clear things up, and if you need anything, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, or me, please again like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm and it keeps me employed, so please do that. And again, link in bio for my full bottoming course. I do have an explicit anal douching tutorial on there. Check it out. And again, premium douche kits, you know where that is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll talk to you soon.